What's up, YouTube family? Nick is in the garage again with another video. This one being on my Craftsman hedge trimmer. Y'all, it has failed me. Y'all have seen me use this thing. Go back and check my videos. You can see Nick trimming with it on his flower beds out front, on the hedges, getting them trimmed up. It's pretty heavy duty. I love this thing, and I was so disappointed it failed me. It's got the 1-inch blades on it, so it's pretty heavy duty. But let me show you what happened. Hold on. Hey y'all, got the fan running out here today. Man, it's 93 degrees out today. And man, I had to turn this fan on, at least get some air circulating up in here. But with the humidity, it's probably like 100. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I had to get that thing running. But yeah, man, let me show y'all what happened. So what happened was, I was using this thing on some of my hedges back here near the house, and all of a sudden my blades stopped moving. And initially I thought it was, oh man, the clutches done went bad in this thing. So I started taking it apart to see if it was in fact the clutch. So I've got it all apart. So here's the clutch here, y'all can see. Spring actuated, and you got two clutches on the outside. And what happens when the engine spins this thing, these clutches push out, and in turn turns this bell around, which the gear was connected, and this is what failed, this gear here. So this is supposed to be connected to this gear, which in turn turns this gear, which in turn turns these blades. And you can see the action there with the when this gear turns. So you can see how that works. So this is the part that failed here. This bell here came disconnected and broke from there. So a failed piece. Very poor design. I don't know why they didn't, you know, put some heavy duty weld on this or nut and bolt or something. But yeah, so that was the failure. It was not the clutch, it was that thing. So y'all, I had a heck of a time doing a search on this thing, trying to find this part there. But I did find it. You already know, man, the internet be popping. I did find a replacement here. So it appears to be an exact match. So get this thing switched out, hopefully. And hopefully it's not too much of a difference. Problem is, if it's the same design, which it appears to be, how long will it last? But see how that's one piece? That's how it's supposed to be. But I don't know if that was a glued piece or what it was, but it doesn't even look like it was welded. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, guys. Alright, I just took this hammer and a socket here about the size of that bearing, just tapped it a couple of times and it came off. That gear there. And the bearing looks to be in good shape, so I can reuse it and put it on this one. Tap it on. Get it to seat down there where the other one was. Past this gear, or those teeth. And be able to reinstall this one in. Alright. Bearing's still rolling good, so reinstall this thing. It should be good to go. Dang, I can't believe that just broke and fell like that, y'all. But That's just a poor design in my opinion. Poor design. Poor design there. Dang. So, alright though. But we got a new one. Wasn't that bad in price, so hopefully we can keep on rolling because I love this thing. Hey y'all, rewind. See, Nick got a little ahead of itself. I'm not supposed to press that bearing on there yet. What I have to do, I've got to drop this cup, this clutch cup, in there first. Then, if I remember correctly, I've got to press this bearing in there. Then put the snap rings back on. See, when you have stuff apart for a while, you got to take pictures. You got to remember this stuff, or you'll fudge it up like Nick almost did. There we go. That's what it was. Look at that. There we go. Alrighty, y'all got that bearing pretty flush there. The gear's spinning good. What I had to do, y'all, because this cup wanted to kind of fall out this way, so what I did was use the old broken cup as a brace, put it up against it, and put some pieces of 2x4 under it. I hammered that in place there. So yeah, that just happened to be the same size, so it was perfect to use to keep that cup from falling out. So yeah, I think we're good to go now. So yeah, now all I gotta do is put my snap rings back in there, put some new grease back in there, put my blade assembly back in there with the gear, mess it all up, and start putting this handle back together. The clutch looked good, so I didn't replace the clutch. I think it was just fine. It was just this bell here that separated from the gear. So, all right, we'll go from there. Hey y'all, I'm sorry about that fan noise, man, but it's hot up in here. You gotta get some airflow going. I know it's a little noisy, distorting my audio, but that's not my fault. Humidity. Snap ring back down in there, around that gear. That snap ring just kind of keeps that gear from doing a lot of bouncing around. It just kind of holds pressure against the bottom of that bearing there. See? So yeah. Now I'm gonna find me some grease somewhere and pack this thing full of grease. Here's the bottom casing here. I was trying not to lose my screws or that gasket, because I didn't know if I could find that gasket. So I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit and put some more grease in this thing. Should put it right back together. You watch. Alrighty, y'all. We got the small snap ring back in there. We got the big snap ring holding the bearing in there. It's seated. Gear still turning good. Clutch bell is turning good. So it should seat right in there with the clutch. Now I'm gonna put some fresh grease in there and put this blade gear and stuff back together. Hold on. Hey y'all, it's the next day out here, and you can see some rain showers came through with some needed rain. You can see my grass is a little brown out there, but I ain't complaining because we definitely need that rain shower. We ain't seen no rain in a couple of weeks, and it's been in the 90s, mid 90s up this way, so we definitely needed that rain. But anyway, I'm back on this hedge trimmer right here and getting ready to reassemble this thing. But I wanted to put some fresh grease in there, and this is what I had on hand, this wheel bearing grease. So it's high temp, so in this thing it creates a lot of friction turning these gears and such in that clutch, so this will be suitable for that. So got that packed in, and now I'm pretty much ready to put this thing back together. This gasket was fine, so I'm gonna reuse this gasket. Put that back on. And shoot, we'll start putting this thing back together and see if it's gonna run like it's supposed to. This is a long, heavy blade bar for sure. So you gotta be holding on to this thing while you tightening everything up. Alrighty. I'm probably gonna put just a little bit more grease on the top of that washer there. And then put that cap back on. Hey man, y'all see how my little clutch bill broke? That's where it's separated at. And that's just crazy that they didn't do a better job welding that or pressing that together with all that pressure of a clutch turning this thing and in a gear. I mean, that's just crazy. Great. Yeah, I got the sun back out. Shower came through. Wet my grass down some. So maybe some of that brown will go away. Yeah, we definitely needed that shower. For real. Hey man, like I said, boy, Nick be on this. If I can save some money, do my own repairs, Nick is on it. That's what it's all about, right there. That's why I got that certification. And once upon a time, I was in the lawn care business, me and my son. So we did that for a few years. And I was doing these small engine repairs on the side, but man, that was just too much to keep up with. Mowing grass, doing these repairs for people is a little bit too much. And working, no. So enough of that. Do my own repairs on my own stuff. I can just relax, take my time, and get it right. All right, I think this is a T20. I think it is. Let's put this cap back on. So that little clutch bill meshes with those gears, so when you turn it, you can kind of see it turns those blades there. See the blades? And that's all it is, that build up. Once those clutches kick out, once you rev it up, those clutches kick out, catch that bill, turn it and turns the blades. But for some reason that failed on that one. I hope this one holds up, so we'll see. All right, y'all, all we got left here is to mount the engine back on the blade assembly, the handle. There's just 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3 there, meshes with 1, 2, 3 here. So get that clutch back on there. You can see where the clutch there goes, right there inside that bell. I keep calling it a bell because it sounds like a bell when you're turning it. But it's just the clutch disc that the clutch engages with when you're running it. So yeah, put these bolts back in, put some gas back in this thing, fire it up and see if it's gonna work. Alright, let's see what we're working with, y'all. Woohoo! Back in business. Shoot. Ooh, and just in time, y'all. I hear another storm rumbling in the distance. So we get ready to get another shower coming through. But anyway, you happen to have one of these Craftsman's hedge trimmers, 22-inch blade on it, and them blades suddenly stop moving. Well, this was my problem. That little clutch disc and gear assembly just broke. And like I said, I'm real surprised I was able to find that piece anywhere. Because normally, these things just get chunked and you go get another one. Go to the store and get another one. You know, you don't have a lot of part replacements when stuff like that happens. But this happened to have a replacement part, so you got her going again. Nick in the building, y'all. Appreciate y'all tagging along. Hit that like. Another one done. We'll see you in the next one.